Hello Year 3, and here is Friday's English lesson, the last English lesson that's going to be on video. So hooray for that. Okay, so let's share the screen for the last time. There we go. So today's date, please, Friday the 5th of March, and a nice short waltz as well to finish with is to use some persuasive techniques. I know you've become experts at these over the last couple of weeks. So just pause the recording while you get the date and walk done. Okay, and here we go. So can you remember what our writing target is? What's hiding beneath the yellow blob? It's to make sure we're using paragraphs to organize our writing. Okay, so here's our little minion character, Dave. I think Dave has got things a little bit muddled up. So down the left-hand side here, we have got some of the features of a persuasive text, of a persuasive piece of writing. Okay, you're all really familiar with these now, but he has matched them up wrongly. So we've got alliteration. He thinks that's using words like we, you, and our. Obviously, he's got it wrong, I'm afraid. Okay, so can we match them up? Can we get the right term with its definition? Okay, so first one is alliteration. Can you remember what alliteration is? Let's have a look down here. Repeating words or phrases. Oh, I think it's this one here. Repeating the consonant sounds at the beginning of words to make them stand out. So that's when words start with the same letter or the same sound. Okay, let's see if we can join those two up. So alliteration and repeating consonant sounds. Okay, let's look at the next one. Groups of three. Okay, this one is quite similar to repetition. Okay, so groups of three is when you have things repeated 3 times, or say the same thing 3 times, or use the same adjective 3 times, or use 3 adjectives to describe something. And that's quite similar to repetition, where you repeat something over and over again to give it extra emphasis. So I might come back to that one. Okay, what's an easy one? Oh, I know one that's really easy. A rhetorical question. Okay, what is a rhetorical question? So let's have a look. There's rhetorical question. Oh, and this one here says, using questions that don't need an answer. And you do that to make the audience, the person who's reading, think about what you've asked. They don't really need to answer out loud. It's just to get them thinking. So a rhetorical question is using questions that don't need an answer. Okay, let's change colour again. Ooh, what was this one here? Personal pronouns. Now, a pronoun is when you use a short word instead of a noun. I wonder if we've got that one there. Do you think that's using words that make people feel sad, angry? Repeating words or phrases? 3 adjectives, go over the top. Oh, I think it's this top one here. Using words like we, you, our, and us to make your audience think you are talking only to them. That's when Fly was talking about, this is our farm that the new pig was going to mess up. So that's that one there. Okay, so I think we're probably pretty good about getting the other ones now. So, what's exaggeration? Can you remember that one? Yeah, when you exaggerate, you stress something too much or go over the top. So there's that one there, go over the top and make things sound better or worse than they actually are. That's that one there. Okay, so which ones haven't we done? Okay, so groups of 3, emotive language and repetition, and criticize the other person's point of view. Okay, so Let's have a look. Criticizing is when you're, saying something about somebody else which isn't particularly good. So here we go here. When you pick holes in your opposition's arguments so that your point of view sounds better. So that's that one there. Okay. So we've done that one. We haven't got groups of 3. Oh, emotive language. Okay, what's that one? I think it's this one. Using words that make people feel sad, angry, upset, sympathetic, or guilty. If you empathize, okay, emotive language, that's like really making them try to feel something. So that's that one there. Okay, so we've got these 2 together, haven't we? Those 2, that repetition and group of 3. Okay, so repeating words or phrases so that they stick in your audience's mind, or when 3 adjectives or phrases are used together. Okay, so the group of 3 is when we use 3 adjectives. Oh, there's a big pink dotted line. When 3 adjectives or phrases are used together. And then the last one, repetition, is repeating words or phrases so they stick in your audience's mind. So those 2, like I said just now, they are quite similar. Okay, so there we go, Dave. We've sorted everything out for you. So all of those are features of a persuasive text. Okay, let's see if we can spot them. And I know you're really good at this. Let's see if we can spot them in this piece of text. So you've got this on the daily planner. So this paragraph here, this is one from Fly's letter to Farmer Hoggett, the one that starts, "Furthermore, pigs like to eat everything." She really goes on in this paragraph, doesn't she, about how they steal other animals' food, and goes into lots and lots of detail and includes some or almost all of these features. Okay, so I've chosen some colours here that I'm going to use. You can obviously choose your own colours. So on your sheet that you've got, let's have a look at this paragraph, and can we find these different features in the paragraph from Fly's letter? Okay, so that quite easy one to spot to begin with. Can we spot a rhetorical question where Fly has written something where she's asking a question, but she doesn't really want an answer. She just wants the person who's reading the letter, Farmer Hoggett, to think about, oh, gosh, yes, yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so I need a yellow highlighter. So let me find my highlighting pen. There we go. So can I find a rhetorical question? Well, the clue for a rhetorical question, I'm going to be looking for a question mark. So let's have a look through. Is that a question mark there? No, that's an exclamation mark. Let's have a look through. I've got one here. Is it fair to them to be sharing their food? And here's another one. Would you like it if someone came into your home and stole your food? So I've got 2 rhetorical questions. So is it fair to them to be sharing their food? Again, that's to make Farmer Hoggett think, well, is that fair? Should the other animals be sharing their food? So I'm going to be able to highlight that one. That's a rhetorical question. Would you like it if someone came into your home and stole your food? Would Farmer Hoggett like that? Somebody coming in and eating his food? Well, again, that's another rhetorical question. Okay, so good. We've got our rhetorical questions done. Okay, so is there any repetition? In this paragraph, has Fly said something more than once? Okay, so let's have a look. We're looking for things that are repeated, not necessarily the group of 3. This is more repeating the same idea. So furthermore, pigs like to eat everything. They are not fussy and will happily take food from other animals. I've already seen the pigs stealing food from the cows. So taking food, stealing food. Those poor animals look forward to their food all day, and then the pig helps himself before they can get a look in. It won't be long before all the poor animals on the farm are feeling hungry, as the pig is taking taking again more than his fair share. Think about the other animals on the farm. Is it fair to them to be sharing their food? Would you like it if someone came into your home and stole again? A pig is another mouth to feed, and we have enough animals on the farm already. Pigs eat all their food and then take almost 50% of others' food. Okay, so we've got this idea of the pig taking and stealing food from others. So that is repeating the same idea. Okay, so we could highlight take food, stealing food, pig helps himself, taking, gosh, lots, isn't there? I could almost highlight that bit again in the rhetorical question. So lots of repetition of this idea of the pig not even asking, he's stealing the food. Okay, so there's my repetition. Okay, what about emotive language? Okay, have we got anything in there that's trying to make us feel sad or angry or worried or upset? Okay, really trying to make us feel. Okay, not fussy. Oh, look what it says about the cows. Those poor animals. That's trying to make us feel sorry for the cows. Okay, so I've got those poor animals look forward to their food all day, and then the pig helps himself before they can look in. Okay, you've got another little bit here. It won't be long before all the poor animals. Okay, that's almost another bit of repetition again, isn't it? So we probably could have had that in the repetition. Think about the other animals on the farm. Okay, so we trying to make us, be concerned. Is it fair? Another mouth to feed. Okay, so we've got that emotive language. Okay, next one. Exaggeration. Has Fly in this letter kind of said something which is the truth, but maybe gone on a little bit about it or gone over the top? Furthermore, pigs like to eat everything. Is that true? I know pigs do like to eat most things, but actually that first statement is almost a little bit of exaggeration. Okay, so eat everything. They are not fussy and will happily take food from other animals. Look forward. Okay, this last statement here, okay, it kind of covers two things. Pigs eat all their food and then take almost 50% of others' food. Okay, this again is an exaggeration, but it comes into one of the other features as well. Okay, so I might just sort of underline that bit there, because does she actually know that he does that? Okay, takes almost 50% of others' food. Okay, it's a slight exaggeration again, but it does come into one of the other ones. Okay, you might be able to pick out other ideas from here. I'm just giving you some of them. Okay, so facts and statistics. Facts and statistics. Okay, so that's something that she is saying is absolutely true. Maybe some numbers in there. Okay, so facts and statistics. Okay, that's the 50%. Oh, look, there's another take there. I missed that one, didn't I? So another taking. You could have that in the green repetition as well. So this one here is your facts and statistics. Okay, you could almost say that those poor cows, are they looking forward to their food all day? Okay, she's saying that that's a fact as well. Okay, and last of all, we have got our group of three. Okay, this one again, we've possibly gone over it with our taking and stealing of food. maybe you could have a look at anything else that you can find in there. So we've got our poor animals, poor animals. Okay, have we got any adjectives that are repeated? Okay, we've certainly got that verb that's repeated, the taking and the stealing. So we've got taking, stealing, taking, stole, take again. Have we got anything else repeated or in a group of 3? Maybe that's something that Fly could have added to her letter. Okay, so maybe she could have described the pigs. Furthermore, pigs like to eat everything. Okay, they are greedy, and maybe she could have gone on a little bit more about describing the pig. Greedy, selfish, horrible. You know, she could have done that 3 adjectives to help describe. Now, all of these features, what effect do they have on us as a reader? Everything that Fly's put, all of those that she's put in this one paragraph. Okay, what she is trying to make us feel is that we don't like this pig, that he's not very nice. He's not thinking about the other animals. All he's thinking about is himself and wanting to get all that food, especially in this paragraph, for himself. And he doesn't care whether he's stealing it, whether the other animals are going hungry. All of those features that Fly has written is trying to make us feel this pig is not a nice animal. So that's what she's trying to do with all of these features of persuasive writing, all in that just one paragraph. Okay, well done if you spotted all of those, and if you have spotted any others as well. Okay, so hopefully you filled that in on your sheet that you've got in front of you. So, imagine that you are going to try and persuade Mrs. Blanche about something else. We've already tried to persuade her, haven't you, in your cold task about having a farm at St. Gregory's, but let's try something else. You're now going to try to persuade her that we should only be at school for 4 days in the week, and we can have a 3-day weekend. So maybe we go to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday as a weekend. How does that sound? Okay, we've only just going back to school now, aren't we? So which of these features could you use to try to persuade Mrs. Blanche? So what we'd like you to do is on that bottom of your sheet is, could you think of 1 point for each of these techniques that we've been looking at? So under my big blue box here, there's an example of a rhetorical question that you could use. So you can use this one if you would like, or come up with one of your own. So what rhetorical question could we say to Mrs. Blanche? Let's have a look. Wouldn't you like to spend more time with your family? Don't we all deserve more time to relax? So those are 2 rhetorical questions aimed at Mrs. Blanche, okay, trying to make her think, yes, I would like to spend more time with my family. Yes, I would like more time to relax as well. So those are good features that we can use, good rhetorical questions to try to persuade Mrs. Blanche to give us a 3-day weekend. So for all of the other features, can you come up with a phrase or a sentence for each one? Can you come up with some repetition, some emotive language, exaggeration, facts and statistics, and maybe a group of 3? Okay, so this is what your sheet looks like. So in that rhetorical question box, you could have written the one that we've just gone through. And then in each of the boxes, can you come up with an idea? What would you repeat? Okay, what would you go on and on about and stress to her? Maybe about relaxation, time to get outside. You could go on and on about that. Maybe spending time with friends and family. Emotive language, okay, that's trying to make Mrs. Blanche feel something. Okay, so really making her think, make her feel sorry about something or cross about something. Exaggeration. Okay, can you go over the top on something? Facts and statistics. Okay, could you put in some detail there? Something about 75% of children do better in school when they have more time to relax. And a group of three, maybe three adjectives that you want to use together to stress something, or maybe a phrase that you repeat three times. In Fly's letter, it was things like the poor animals, wasn't it? So maybe this could be the poor children at school, or the overworked and stressed teachers need more time to relax. Okay, maybe you could include something like that. Okay, so have a go at that task for today. And this was the last one today. So on Monday, we will be back to having proper lessons in school. Okay, well done, everybody. Thank you ever so much for joining with our English lessons these last few weeks. We can't wait to teach you properly in school. Okay, bye for now.